go. All right, get him out. I need a couple of guys to lose. I love you so, and I want to know, what do you think about me? Sweet and lovely, that's what you are to me. Sugar and spice and everything nice. You're all a girl should be. Soon we'll marry, you'll be my blushing bride. I will smile all the while you're by my side, my side. I will smile all the while you're by my side.
That's going to be the uptune.
Just for fun while we're waiting on a few guys to get back, let's start right here. I'll be seeing you. That's yours? Yeah, right at that spot. Here we go. Let's get set. Hands down. Hands down. Legs, shift your weight.
This heart of mine embraces all day through, all day through. In that small cafe, the bar across the way, the children gather
Keep going.
the chestnut tree, the wishing well.
Stay tall there, Mark. Stay balanced. Legs. Nice. Hands down.
Every lovely summer's day, in everything that's light and gay,
Yeah.
Cool. Did you notice, moments where we were really staying connected, and other moments where we kind of want to have a spike of energy at the beginning of the phrase and it didn't quite measure up to that same energy later on? There's some of those, like basically you have that looking at where it wants to go spike, and then looking at the moon when it's looking at. So in general, Mark Hale was out working with masters a couple weeks ago, and it's important to remember you can always radiate, and it's like the sun. You can radiate and always grow out, but you got to start somewhere smaller. But if you start out here, look, then where do we have to go? So in general, he said our default volume level, if you want to put a number on it, would be something like a 2. And it's kind of small from that, start from a smaller place of energy, like a concentrate. And then, hey, that moment could radiate out from here. It's like a real conversation. So just some food for thought. So in general, if you don't know what the volume plan is, generally start lighter and easier. That'll also help, kind of like what we were working on earlier here, about we should all be kind of in, I'm into that voice there. I save my, hey, regular everyday voice for other times. But when I'm singing, I'm going into that place as an inviting voice. It takes a little more time to agree for that voice to spark. In the same way, it takes a little more time for that violin to bow versus going, So there's moments where as soon as that hits like that, we're kind of stuck with it, right? So make sure we're always thinking of breathing the voice, which is why, by the way, shifting your weight really helps this. For guys that I went by and talked to regarding your hand gestures, it's not so much that I don't mind the hands, but sometimes they have a tendency to either get some tension, right, which is taking this stuff too high, or they want to go stagnant, or it becomes like, oh, this is just what I do with my hands. Versus, when you find those moments, transition that energy to lower body strength and brighten your face. How can I say that emotion in my face? Same thing here. You have some, I didn't mention your name. Rich. Rich? Yeah. He's got an awesome face up here, always selling, just in the emotion of it. And there were times in which he was going, I feel that, which was great, right? But sometimes the hands just get too high. So take that same kind of gesture, feeling, and just put it all right here into that high lift. But that also helps, that just keeps the sound here right where you are. Like a quartet, right? So if a quartet's singing together, you don't see the guys who are going, right? Stay right here in your quartet, your big quartet here. Cool. So let's take it from the same spot. I think the tag gets a little, we're already done emotionally, and it goes on for like 4 more bars. We're like already done. So we need to figure that out. We either need to perhaps truncate it, or we need to have those moments be a little more defined and sparkling jewels. Because right now it just kind of wants to go, oh, I'm already done, but we've got more. We want to finish the song before we're done emotionally.
Yeah, right.
It's like that old joke, we're here to sing for you, hope we finish before you do. So that's it. All right, so obviously, yep, here we go. Hands down. On top of the chorus, right in the chorus, yeah. Doing great, guys.
I'll be seeing you in all the old familiar places that this heart of mine embraces all day through, all day through.
Stay quiet, body, keep your way.
In that small cafe.
Good? 60%, okay. but pretty good, right? In general, if there's something that's not quite right, it doesn't feel like we're breathing together. It doesn't feel like it's a real thing. Especially, I don't know, there's a couple of phrases here, the carousel, just to start to feel like some of us are going, I'll just breathe when I can, versus the feeling of these are long phrases, right? So it's got to feel, even if you have to take a breath in the middle of that, that we feel like we stay vigorously connected. I'll be seeing you where? In all the old familiar places. So that's the second thing. We usually don't think about one thing at a time, but I think we talked about that earlier. We need to be feeling emotionally what's next. Some of these things have a tendency to just kind of want to sit. So let's keep those two things in mind and see how we do. Same thing again.
I'll be seeing you.
Putting a dynamic level, let's go a little bit. What did I talk about with the hissing of the S or with the feeling of the voice should be, it's like our loudest loud. The softest soft should be the same internal feeling. Do you agree? So embrace is going to be emotionally rich, so we're really feeling that connection.
I'll be seeing you in all the old familiar places that this heart of mine embraces all day through, all day through, in that small cafe, a bar across the way.
How we do? Better, do you agree? Better, more emotionally connected? That was great. I love that start of that. Notice that it takes quite a bit of patience. It does. It takes a little bit of maturity to say, just wait for that resonance to kick in. Okay? What's so wonderful about that is when that emotionally hits, that calmness hits. It doesn't require. It's just perhaps a little bit of shifting weight. And there was this place that stayed real and quiet, quiet the body, right? And if you feel like it wants to impact something, stretch across those moments, broad brush. Get the idea? Yeah.
I'll be seeing you in all the old familiar places that this heart of mine embraces all day through, all day through, in that small cafe. Across the way.
Nice work, nice work. Excellent, and I love how you keep bringing more musicianship to the part. Keep doing that. Be your own mechanic with that. I'll be seeing you in all the old familiar places. Then what? That this heart of mine embraces. I love that this heart of mine. When it didn't go, that this heart of mine, did you notice that? The same, that this heart of mine. Mine embraces. It's not mine, that this heart of mine embraces. It's that this heart of mine embraces. You've got to feel that carries over the mountaintop. It's kind of like when, oh, I think I can. We didn't quite make it over the mountain of that. May I try it? Same thing again. All your out. Silent breath in.
I'll be seeing you in all the old.
Bravo. So, air out. Then when you take that breath in, relax for a moment. And just gonna tell you what to do. You need to feel like that last one that tops it up goes, and it sets, what am I doing? I'm grabbing the handles of the bellows, right? I'm kind of feeling that setting of the air that goes, I'll be seeing you, not into I'll make all the difference. So all the air out, let's just do the other hand now. No resistance, just drink it in. Right, and the challenge is, notice that it took a few moments, once that clicked in, it went to an emotionally rich place, and a sonically rich place. Now the challenge is to allow that to set in that same spot and go, I'll be seeing you. You need to keep that air kind of feeling on those bellows, not letting it go, I'll be seeing. We're into that mode again. Hold the air out. Breath in. Should be silent. No nozzle getting in the way there. Set.
I'll be seeing you in all the old familiar places.
Right. You get the idea. So basically, some of us went, so on the end of it, that meant the bellows thing. Just stay in that same lift. You get the idea of it? Now, it just calls for a shift of the weight, a shift of color. In all, doesn't it just call for it? It just calls for you to then see those places. But it's a second longer of suspension. It doesn't allow it just to go, Just a little more of that aggressive set.
I'll be seeing you in all the old familiar places.
Right. So viewers, this is beautiful, guys. What I love when you go to that place is that then, yeah, real quick, guys, is that it allows the dance to come in. Right? It's like you take your hand, I'll be seeing you in all the old. So we start the dance here, right? So allow that to rush through there. Shift your way to where you feel for that old, there's a little bit of a dance there. Shift your way. Good. Don't get ahead of the game on that aisle. It's going to be a little bit of suspension. And you're doing great.
I'll be seeing you
Ready to dance.
in all the old familiar places.
Right. How's that feel?
Yeah.
I'll be seeing you. As easy as you can, that there. In where? In all the old familiar. Say that.
Familiar.
Say familiar.
Familiar.
We've got to eliminate that and embrace familiar. And
Familiar.
again.
Familiar places.
We've talked enough to talk about that sense of that same kind of connection of the voice. Familiar place. Keep that in the same lift. Doing great.
Familiar places.
Right. As soon as you do that, my heart goes to you being a real person and singing in a real way. Great. More legs.
I'll be seeing.
First sound. It's all right. Stay here. Yeah. So here's the wonderful thing. It's see. Can you allow that to just blossom? I don't want to put a number on it. Say, hey, go over to this. allow this to be that ray of sunlight that goes, everything I've said in this point, cafe, these places. What I'm really saying, what I really mean is, I'll be seen. I'll be seen in these places. Basis in that first sound. Good. Some of you went too early, some of you went too late. Emotionally connect in the same way at the same time. Straight up, nice and tall. Good, no baritone just yet. Just bases. Right. Be careful of this kind of getting in the way of that start. Get it going. Try that. We'll shift our weight together. Right, bravo. Real quick point. Singing should be like a great diver going off a diving board, not the platform. So a diving board that's got some spring to it. Notice that they kind of have this set, and they go off, right? It's never aisle, which is why this little shift is saying the voice should always be a release. Singing should never be the prep, is that. Do we need that? Absolutely. The diver doesn't go just off either. We have to have the prep, but the prep happens way before we sing. And before today, that was what we were doing just on our own individual kind of way. Now what we're doing now is we're doing this at the same time. We're that synchronized diving team is going off of. So bases feel a little more of that together. All the air out. Breath in. Feel it. Very good. Now stay in the air for all of those sounds. That was a perfect aisle. Aisle. We talked about the frying pan or the parachuting thing. Bases, you have to spark your harmonics up to that the whole chorus. If it just goes, it's pretty, but it's not enough. It's got to go, I'll be seeing you. You have to stay very aggressive into that yawn. Shift your weight.
I'll be seeing you.
Yeah. Awesome. Feel the difference? Everyone hear the difference in that? I mean, that, hey, find a gold medal to pin on that. And that came out of you. Great work. Same thing. Physically, you got to be feeling the same kind of breath.
I'll be seeing you.
Right. Now, what'll be amazing about this bass is if you stay in that same voice, I'll be seeing. What I want. Oh yes. Seeing you. No, it's seeing you. Say that, everyone. Seeing you. Direct that, and seeing you. Right, you feel that. 4 parts. When you're ready, you just let them do the pitch. Just keep that pitch going for a moment. No sound. Just want you to feel this. Good. Ready?
I'll be seeing you.
Good. Basses can only get so loud on that low note. Be careful upper 3 parts. Not going, okay, I'll get right. No, you've got to stay right connected into the bass, is why I started with basses. So tenors, stay connected with that. Baritones, leads, stay connected into the basses sound. Oh, great work. three parts.
I'll be seen.
No bass.
No bass.
One more time. And good. Go ahead at a time. One more time. And high. Yes.
I'll be seen you.
Doing great. Yeah, you're doing great. What I'm lacking is there's a tendency for it to feel like, wait, but I need a director. No, you are the director. Be the director.
I'll be seeing you.
Nice job seeing you, all the dignity in that baritones. A little bit of this in some voices. Versus put all that ahead of time before we sing. Yeah, you got there. Stay patient with it. Doing great.
I'll be seeing you in all the old familiar places.
You feel the difference in that. Those ends of those lines. Now that we've done all this work, the ends of those phrases don't go, oh, let's get through it. We got to get a breath. It goes, I'll be seeing you in all the old familiar places. With all that artistry. 4 parts, great work. Together, all the way around. Tall here, breath in.
I'll be seeing you in all the old familiar places.
Can we have that emotional crescendo be in the middle of that? All the old familiar places is getting those hard edges. We want more air underneath it, so that I'll be seeing you in all the old familiar places. More of the dance. Check it out, you're doing great. I know we're all ready for a nap. All right. Breath in. Love what you guys are doing.
I'll be seeing you in all the old familiar places that this heart of mine embraces all day through, all day through.
Good. Other 3 parts have to stay within the column of that. Ooh. I'll be seeing you, just leave it alone. Who wants to, some of us want to start early, some of us want to be quite passive. You got to feel like a firecracker goes off to where we can find our footing together. You get the idea? Notice that each one of us is going to have to adjust a little bit.
I'll be seeing you in all the old familiar places.
These are great, but physically it's a little way up here. It's got to be in your lower body. I'll be seeing you. What you do in your body, your voice will follow. Trust that a little more, shift your weight. Go early though. Set. Good, watch me, no sound. What I'm feeling is this. Yeah, probably no fan if we can help it. Just for now. Otherwise we'll get the wah wah wah. Can you see what I'm talking about? There's a tendency you want to do this. Do you feel the difference in that? Everyone do this? Take your hands, make fists. Do this. Vulnerable, real, right? Do you feel that sensation? Do this. Do that. What we want to feel is this sense of energy that then goes right. Lead singing.
I'll be seeing you in all the old
day through. You've got to emotionally feel that the voice will follow. Sing that line all day through.
All day through.
Good. You're doing great. Stay emotionally connected to me with your eyes. All day.
All day through.
Right, you get a breath after that, right? That's what a flourish. Good work. Do you hear the difference, everyone else?
Yep.
We require that. The tendency is you guys are amazing and you hide within the chorus. When you've got to be at the spearhead of that emotion. Basses, you're kind of the foundation. 4 parts, check it out. Let's bubble it, or lip trill. Lip trill or tongue trill. Here we go, bubbling. Notice how ahead of the time the lips are. Get used to doing that. And loud is loud. Good. Bravo. So we need to practice bubbling because that core foundation is the kiddie coaster. Do you agree? From the chorus. I know we're all tired, but what I want to go for in the bubbling is it's ridiculous and crazy in all parts, right? It can't be this. Spark into the voice. All the way around. So right now that's what we're missing. I don't want to be fixing problems that aren't problems. Bubble. And good job. Is that tickling? All that's it? That's what you should do. Now utilize that like a saber coming out here on this first sound. Shift your weight. There you go. Right, exactly. Same thing again. And so are you adding upper body tension? Just need this. Grab your briefcases in that key aisle and that's what we want. Notice how energizing that is. Do you feel it in the room? Even though we're all tired. Do you feel it? Notice that you can call on that at any point. Even right after lunch. That be careful in yourself of start going, oh, I'll start working my voice harder. All you need to do is pull that back a little further. We got that voice. So bubble one more time. Bubbling, your waves. Not a passive bubble. These should be the brightest and craziest of all. Here we go. Bubble. Da, 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 da. Your waves. Briefcases.
I'll be seeing you in all the old familiar places.
Excellent. Feel better? Now, do you notice that when we bubble, you have no choice? You have no choice when you bubble. It has to go. When we start to sing, it's easy to go, I'll be seeing. Now, am I being nitpicky? Yes, because you're that good. Got the idea? And by the way, right after lunch, we were tired. This is where the rubber meets the road. Where the groups that really want to experience this kind of joy of singing say, this is what it takes for me to do this. Get the idea of that? So embrace that challenge. So here's the goal, is that we do enough of that connection in the voice so that by the end of that familiar places stays in that voice, doesn't go, all the old familiar places.
I'll be seeing you in all the old familiar places that this heart of mine.
Right. Good, relax. We did better. You agree we did better? You notice what the chorus habit was? Let's all get a fresh breath and go, that this heart of mine, that. Raise your hand if we did that. What do we want? We want to say, that this heart of mine.
That's been a line where we've taken on another level of kind of urgency in the
Yeah,
line.
yeah.
Obviously, you know, our familiar places, that this heart of mine embraces all day through, and then in. So that's kind of like a step in that process, so we might be punching it.
So this is like stair steps, levels that we need to get to.
Is heart, you're saying mind is being the most important word about it, rather than heart.
We need to definitely do mind other than that. If we can get to mind, we can get to the rest of the phrase. You get the idea of it? Yeah, just open up your heart. Great, guys. Oh, they're out? They're in their pockets? Yep. Embrace the challenge. It's a sport, guys. That's what it's about. Here we go. Breath in. Smile.
I'll be seeing you
How many more?
in all the old familiar places that this heart of mine embraces all day through, all day through.
Oh, sorry. There's a breath there. Earn that breath. How'd we do?
Better, I think.
Did it take a little bit of energy from you? That's all I'm asking for. I don't care about your neighbor. All I care is that you stay in the game. Basses, let's be honest. I'll be seeing you in all the old, I'm hearing a breath in the middle before that familiar places, or it's the all familiar places. Try to stay stronger through that section. Try to not take a breath so that we can kind of gain this muscle memory. You get the idea? A lot of what we're doing, by the way, we're going back over sections to ingrain these good habits. Right? It's not, be careful about going, oh, we're going back again. No, this is about keep building on what's right. Are you with me? Great work.
I'll be seeing you
Legs.
in all the old familiar places.
Right. Familiar places, familiar places. Whatever that line is, their bases. Don't take a breath to familiar places. We need your contribution there. Great work. Check it out. Shift your weight, a little more vigorous. Breath.
I'll be seeing
Keep going. Stay tall and slow.
all the old familiar places
Breath.
that this heart of mine embraces all day through,
Stay strong, please.
all day through.
Breath.
In that small cafe, the park across the way.
We made it. We made it. Clap your hands. Clap your hands. Shift your weight. Move your legs. Move your legs. Move your legs. Okay, now I want to ask you. Do you want to recreate that feeling?
Oh, yeah.
You have to be as vigorous as humanly possible when you get it right, when it makes a difference. Be careful of becoming a student. Be very careful about saying, oh yeah, that kind of worked a little bit. No, you've got to be saying, oh my gosh, clouds parted and the sky opened and said, this is the most amazing thing I've ever experienced. And it's up to me to bring that to the table every time. If we have more guys doing that, stepping in saying, hey, I don't just dip my toe in the water and slide in the pool. No, we go, hey, it's cannonball time. If you do that, boy, no one's going to be able to touch you. And any guest who comes and hears you or hears you a contest is going to be, wow, I want to be a part of that chapter. There's a lot of chapters, a lot of options for guys, right, in this area. What makes the difference is that you embrace this together that says no one's a family like we are. Nobody enjoys being together like we do. The work hard play. Yeah. Honestly, right? And if you put this kind of thing into your singing and into your sound, that's everything. That was great. I just want to do another rep of that to see how we're doing. We'll do it once. You ready? You be the big quartet. I won't direct you. I just need to feel. When you feel it's right to be seen, you just feel it and allow it to go there. Now, hey, great work. Now, Leeds, I need to give you an opportunity to breathe there, right? You guys do a catch breath to the park? So other three parks, you're getting out of Dodge, and that's Leeds are tripping over themselves trying to get to the park. In that, what's that? Leeds, I think you can take a breath. We can make that happen. It'll be stronger emotionally. How do you feel? Pretty good? So should that be passive or this is the most amazing thing? Say that.
Yes.
This is the most amazing thing.
Hey,
Now, if this is the most amazing thing, this is the most
That's not what I did. That's not what I did. That's very important.
not what I did, very important.
Yeah, exactly. Is it's not this. It's not bright or dark. I'm not going, oh, great guys, it's this. I'm also not going, hey, isn't it? I'm trying to balance all of that. But when we get loud, wants to go in that small, okay, we go into that. We go into, this is amazing, versus going, this is amazing, with our complete voices, right? In that small. Shift. Come here, basses and leads. In. Basses, you've got to be prepping way ahead of time. So you're feeling that I'm really ready for. In. Here we go. Set. Yeah, we need that from you. So just, can you take that on yourself? One more time. Great work. Nice job. In the park, keep that smooth as glass here. Sorry, what's your name here?
Al.
What is it? Al. Hi, Al. How long have you been singing with the chapter?
36 years.
A couple of years? So, Al, we need your experience to carry us through the ends of those lines. Like park across. It's got a big boy voice, which is awesome. We just want to make sure it doesn't go to style or to shake. You get the idea of that? So, basses and leads. By the way, that start was amazing, wasn't it?
Yes.
Try again. That's good. Nice. 4 parts. You want to just get in when you can. Shift your weight. Tenors alone. you'll notice there you're on a different coaster. It's
Yeah.
the little well, it needs to go. It's just purely just more full body. First, sing that sound. Right, we can always build on that 4 parts in and. Good bass that doesn't have quite enough. Take your hand with me. That. Use that. And in. Yeah. And in. Is that baritone? Keep sparking. That is awesome. In. Shift your weight. Bravo. Now don't just give me an I vowel. Give me every vowel sound in that sound. In. Be open to it. Take your hands. In. Right. Leave alone on that in. It's the same kind of thing. It's not full body enough. It's going in slightly rather than just going in. Feel that aggressiveness kind of set. Take your hands. These.